Welcome to Drive, a show produced by the students of the CARIHI Drive program.
Hello, welcome back. Today we have some special guests with us. We have Riley, and David.
All right, so I understand that Riley T, you're not in the band, you're just a recorder for this?
Yes.
All right, and Riley W and David, you guys are in the band with Alex, correct?
Alex Hormoth.
Yeah. All right.
Are you guys a serious band or just...
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes. I have to agree with
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
You kind of do serious stuff and not so serious stuff?
Yeah, most times.
All right.
Pretty much.
Sweet. What are your songs about?
Well, a lot of our songs about how David and I met, and it's some are about how we met online, how we met just through school, but mostly just how we met.
Cool. How did you guys come up with your band name?
So one time, David and I were hanging out, and we were like, "Hey, all of our names suck," and we kind of grabbed some words, and then we're like, "All right, we have 10 lives to live. Let's don't rush it." And then that's what David said. I'm like, "Dude, 10 lives to live," and then that's how we came up with our band name.
Or like cats with an extra foot.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it for our questions. Let's watch the clip.
In March 2016, the Campbell River band 10 Lives to Live was created, but it wasn't 10 Lives to Live to start with. They went through many names, such as Canadian Playground, Nebel, Blasphemy, Phosphorus, and All Mind. The band originally had a different drummer, Brenton Thompson. They had him for the drummer for about a month, but when the new drummer, David Archibald, offered, they couldn't say no. So for the meantime, Brenton was the lead guitarist, until leaving the band due to his lack of knowledge of the guitar. This ended up with the current members, and they started making their debut album, The Great Divide.
Hi, I'm Riley Williams. I'm the guitarist and vocalist of 10 Lives to Live.
What genre are you guys?
Do we even have a genre? Is it like, we don't have like a set genre. We make some punk. We make some almost like folky sort of things. There's some indie in there, indie rock. But it's mainly like, and there's some rock, like alternative rock. It's kind of all over the place, really. Whatever we feel like it. We don't really have a set genre.
What are your favorite songs off of the album?
There's a song called The Lens. You probably heard that song. The Great Divide. That's a good one. Talking to Myself.
Yeah. All right, who's in the band?
So there's me, the guitarist, Riley Williams. Then there's David Archibald, the drummer. And then there's Alex Hormoth, the bassist.
What is your biggest pet peeve about the other members?
See, Alex seems to be busy all the time, and David seems, whenever I was like, hey, let's write some lyrics, or hey, let's work on this song, he's like, meh, maybe later. And then later never comes. Sorry, David.
How do you guys write your songs?
So what we start off with is me with the guitar bit, and then David will come into the studio and then make his drum part, and then after that we'll record the bass part, and after we got the music done, then we come up with lyrics, mainly.
What's your biggest pet peeve about the other members?
Alex, just, I don't know, he doesn't do much to annoy me, really. And Riley just, he never wants to, you know, like, practice on my time. He wants to practice on his time. So, you know.
It's funny, he said the exact same thing about you.
Well, I mean, it's true.
All right.
Both ways.
How often do you guys practice?
Ha! We don't.
Who do you think is the person most likely to hit another person upside the head?
Probably me. Throw a kick drum at them or something? I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Alex might hit someone with his acoustic bass, just break the wood. I don't know.
That was rather forward. What's
Good
the
happen.
first word or phrase that you think of when you see the other members?
Alex, I just think of, like, I don't know, Trailer Park Boys maybe? I don't know. And Riley, I just kind of think of like freaking just like standing there, sitting there, just like with the guitar, but like not actually playing the guitar, just like sitting there with the guitar, just chilling, you know?
What are the pros and cons of your instrument?
It's heavy. It's you can throw it at someone. Sticks break. You go through so many sticks. It's so annoying.
Right.
Wait, the pros. It's fun. You get to hit things. It's amazing. It's great. Fun times.
Hi, I'm the bassist from 10 Lives to Live. I'm Alex Armoff. You know?
What are some of your individual influences?
I like blues, you know, all that kind of stuff. Primus, Violent Femmes, you know, Rancid, you know, Matt Freeman, he's pretty cool with the bass, you know.
What is your dream instrument?
Dream instrument? Well, I got like this cigar box guitar. I think it'd be pretty cool if it was like a bass cigar box guitar. I don't know if that's possible, but it's kind of like a bass anyway, so, you know, I think that's kind of cool. Or like a really small travel bass.
What genre do you think you guys are?
I think we kind of did a lot of alternative for a bit. Now we're kind of a bit punky alternative. If that's a thing, I think that's what we are.
Okay. All right. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
Thank you. Indeed. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me who I was, bro.
Welcome back. I'm Sophia, and this is my co-host Paul, and our guests right now are Brittany, Keaton, and Keely. So you guys have made a documentary about depression. What are some things that you guys would say to somebody who's struggling with that?
I would tell them that just always try and look forward to the future, set goals, look ahead, don't focus on the past, or just always stay positive.
I think I would say mostly just look forward to the day that has become. Be proud of who you are and accept that there are going to be bad days, but every day gets better and brighter. Those are really great answers.
And would you say that your documentary is an accurate depiction of how the average person experiences depression?
I'd say so, yeah. The way it plays out is a view through what I would view it as and my own opinion on it.
I see. Well, very informative. Let's play the next clip.
Anxiety. That's what's killing me. I'm so lost and so full of fear. Sometimes I'm so uncomfortable in my own skin. I want to flee and disappear and turn off the thoughts that are swarming around inside my head. I want to lock myself away in my room where nobody can see me. The outside world is what scares me. I'd rather be alone, where my anxiety doesn't haunt me. Describe a person who is at risk of developing depression.
Sure. Anyone that experiences any form of trauma, anyone that experiences some loss or grief or conflict that's going on either at home or in school, anyone that could be experiencing some bullying, anyone that's has some negative thoughts that are caused by something that they've experienced could come to have depression.
Toys and stuff and phones and glitter and I'm a fairy for Halloween and I enjoy it. Oh. She has 2 C's, right?
What are the treatment options for depression?
Well, as a high school counselor, Brittany, we tend to give advice to our students who are concerned, is to seek out medical attention right away. So getting to see your family doctor, where they will typically do an assessment so that they can get some baseline information and just sort of monitor you know, how you are doing, whether things are getting better or things are getting significantly worse before you know, trying to figure out the actual plan of treatment. Some of the things that someone who's suffering from depression, or really it's just good advice for anyone for having good mental health, is to make sure that you're eating properly. So a good healthy diet is one way that you can help with depression. Making sure you get lots of exercise, going for walks in nature, regular exercise is really good for everyone, but especially people who are feeling somewhat depressed. Trying to keep stress to a minimum, so having ways of keeping your life balanced and finding things such as mindfulness exercises that sort of ground you and bring you back and keep that stress to a minimum. Spending time with people that you know, make you feel really good, right? So those could be friends, family, anybody that's willing to sort of listen and support you along the way. We also encourage students to access support in other ways. So we encourage them to go to like the Anxiety BC website and download the MindShift app onto their phones, because that's a huge resource and has lots of information around different tools that you can kind of put into your toolkit and be able to access when you're not having very good days, right? And also just follow the advice of your physician.
What are the risk factors or triggers of depression?
Risk factors, a lot of them are kind of what I already sort of mentioned, is a change in a behavior. Okay, that's when we see that things aren't going well. So when kids are starting to isolate themselves from friends, if they used to be with friends, if their grades start to suffer, drug and alcohol use, not really looking forward to what the future holds. Sometimes giving hints about, well, you know, you might not see me, or those kind of things. Sometimes they write things that are pretty dark, and teachers might let us sort of know about that, to be concerned about. Giving away things is a sign too. But all those things are usually a dramatic change in what their normal behavior has been. And that's usually the first clue that something's not quite right. Sometimes we also look at kids who are going through some of their own struggles, like if we know there's a personal struggle going on at home, and that might trigger something with them to kind of where they start to perhaps fall into the world of depression. We usually, if we know about it, we check in with them to see how they're doing. And I don't know if it's one of the questions you were going to ask, Britt, but a follow-up to that would be, if we think that that's going on, or if the child thinks that they're depressed or even perhaps like suicidal, we always say, go and talk to your doctor. Go and see your doctor and just tell your doctor that. And they can do some depression screening or set that up for you, or they can do some testing with you to see if they think you are depressed. We always say to kids, like, don't think you are, don't wonder if you are, go and find out if you are. And then you'll find out what you can do about it, like how do you cope with it and how do you manage it. So we always recommend that you go and see your doctor about those kind of things. We certainly are here to help, you know, kids get through their stuff, and maybe give them some tools that they can use to help feel better about themselves and about what's going on, but we're far from the experts.
Hello, and welcome back. This is my co-host Brittany, and I'm Keaton. Today we have two special guests, Cameron and Tyler. They made a documentary on video games.
So, Tyler, what made you guys choose the subject?
We liked video games and we couldn't think of any other ideas.
And also some people have some strong opinions about video games, so we decided we'd get some pretty good answers for a documentary.
All right, Cameron, I understand that people have some strong opinions. What do you personally think about video games?
Well, I think they're pretty good as long as you don't play them for too much. Like, there's some educational benefits, I think, like with simulators and stuff. You can learn some life skills, but it's just good not to like play them too often or else you can get addicted, and yeah.
That's a good answer.
Are there any video games that you guys would recommend for other people or teenagers around?
I would recommend J-Star for any anime fans because you can play as any one of your favorite anime characters.
Let's play their clip.
Do you play video games?
I do.
Yes. I play video games sometimes. There's only a few that I really enjoy. Most of them I play on my phone during the school year, but in the summertime there's some games I play on the computer.
How often do you play video games?
Not so much anymore. I still do, but I used to play way more than I do now.
I play probably every day or every other day.
Like once or twice a day.
Not much during the school year. I play my phone games when I'm waiting for my kids, or when I've got a little bit of time to kill. I'll pull out Hill Climb Racing and try and get a little further. But maybe once a week, maybe.
Do you sometimes get addicted to the games you play?
Yeah, sometimes, to be honest. Depending on the game, some more than others.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'll play and I just won't stop because I just want to keep going.
I found that when I had games that were really immersive, I had a hard time doing something else. I would lose, time to them, and it would be hard for me to concentrate on other tasks. So if I was really, really deeply in the game, I would not go to sleep. I would forget to eat. Definitely not remember to pick up my kids from anywhere they were. So I got too wrapped up in them.
What effects do video games have on your life?
Well, I mean, no one wants to hang out with me anymore.
Like, I play with my friends a lot, so I mean, it's just another place to hang out for us. But I mean, I guess I ignore my brothers a lot. I mean, I wouldn't be doing that anyway, so.
What do you do when you don't play video games?
I play a lot of music, take a lot of pictures, because photography, and I longboard.
Well, I like to go biking, and I like to do good community things like going to youth group, and I work at McDonald's serving up good food.
I like read books, I'll draw, I'll just go biking or longboarding, yeah.
Why do you play video games?
I play them because I have nothing to do a lot of the time, and I just choose to play video games instead of organizing to hang out with someone.
Pretty positively, I spent many hours in my room playing some sick games,
What's your opinion on video games?
They're pretty great. Pretty good pastime.
Pretty good. I think that they're a good thing to do, but if you play video games too much, then you'll end up having no life.
I think that they're great in moderation, but if you play too much, it's probably not a good thing. Games I like the stories and things that I get to play, but my parents sometimes get annoyed when I play for too long.
How has video games affected people around you?
Well, there's this one guy I know, and he just kind of sits inside his house and plays video games all day. Kind of feel sad for him, but it seems like he's having a good time, so that's alright.
Are students affected by video game addictions?
Oh, I know they are for sure. Many times new games are released on Steam or wherever at 12 midnight, and then I see my students just leave and they don't come to school the next day, and I know it's because something got released at 12 midnight, and they just play it till 3 or 4 in the morning and forget to come to school. So I see it happen all the time.
Is there any way students could prevent themselves from getting addicted to video games?
I think the easiest way for sure, Cameron, is just to track your own use of these things. And if you sit there with your own cell phone and know you started at 7 o'clock, and then you look at your cell phone and go, my gosh, it's 12:30 and I haven't moved, that should give you a hint. I think noticing when you start so that you notice when you finish is a very simple, fair way to start. Doing something fun is great, but if you're doing it for 6 hours in a row without moving, and you feel the need to do that on a repeated basis, like every day, for example, you need to start taking a serious look if that's all you're doing with your time.
Have joining us today Scott, Greg, and Franco.
Hello.
Hi. So, how awesome was your guys' first video you made?
I wouldn't say it was awesome. I'd say more downright terrible. It had zero production value, or close to zero. We just grabbed some random camera from the ground.
And an iPad.
And an iPad,
Just recorded a picture of a slice of pizza.
I'd say it wasn't really awesome. I'd say it was more of
garbage, like a burning bag of garbage.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
I kind of agree with them. It was not that great.
So, what made you guys, what inspired you to create your YouTube channel, The Sandwich Squad?
I was hungry.
Yeah.
Were you craving a sandwich?
No. Nope.
Then why are you called the Sandwich Squad?
Because, I was, watching Saturday Night Live, and then there was a pizza skit, and I just decided this sandwich.
How did you come up with that?
It came to me.
Okay.
And I've heard that you guys have just recently released an album, is available on YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And you can buy the CD, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5.
$5, and you get 3 great Minecraft parodies,
and
a cover of a hit
with some
song,
great art,
and a great interlude.
Wow.
Accompanied by some of the best art you'll ever
It is
see.
downright fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions we have for you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's watch your clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
On a cold day in January 2015, 2 young boys named Franco and Greg were bored to metaphorical death. Instead of playing more video games as they have in the past, they grabbed the nearest video camera and recorded a nice, unsettling movie comedy clip. This clip was no ordinary clip though, it was about pizza.
Hey guys, me and my piece of pizza. Hey, you want to take a deal on a piece of pizza? I really like pizza.
From there on, they went on a historical journey through the internet. And here they are today, still making content. Not as much content, but nevertheless, they're still uploading the same great content. Anyways, on to the documentary.
What made you start making videos?
Well, one day I was kind of hungry, right? So I went online and I found a picture of a piece of pizza. And I said, wow, that's a tasty piece of pizza. I'm gonna make a video on that. But I don't have a YouTube channel. So then I made a YouTube channel for my piece of pizza.
Did you not read, or did you not listen to the introduction?
Has the Sandwich Squad helped your movie making process?
No, not at all. We've only become better because of Drive. And see, when we record, On the Sandwich Squad, we forget everything we use in Drive.
No. Next question.
Has Drive helped your movie making process?
You know, maybe a little bit, but it doesn't compare to how the Sandwich Squad has helped me. Both in my movie making process and as a person. If you say you want a deep mind, well, here's my picky, dig to me, tell me what's in your mind,
Yeah. Yes. Next question.
Do you think you'll keep making videos for years to come? Any sort of genres in specific?
Yeah, probably. We don't have anything else to do, so we probably will make more videos. Probably more skits, and the Binding of Isaac gameplay that's coming next week.
Hey guys, it's Jake, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be starting up the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth series again, since it was doing very well before when I stopped it, so I'm probably going to start it up again in the next week or so. So expect that. See you guys. Stay cheesy.
And other gaming videos in general, really. And yeah.
How did you come up with the idea of doing parody videos?
Well, I thought, I'm a great singer, and this music sucks. I can make it better. The strip mine isn't the best place to find lapis, so the cave is where I go. Me and my friends playing some Minecraft, we're gonna take it slow. Minecraft's great.
Okay.
I thought that Minecraft parodies were all rage, right? We heard Minecraft awesome parodies. We heard the other boys. We heard that one with the mask off. And we just thought, you know what, these guys are some of the best talents we have in the world. We have to replicate that joy, that talent.
Okay.
And to this day, we continue to deliver quality content to our trusted and loved viewers. We continue thinking up great game-changing ideas for our high-quality videos.
Why are we even doing this? This is stupid. We should be making videos. Cut!